Alright, hello friends, and welcome to our Wednesday night live manicure. I am, as always, so happy to be here with you. This is like my favorite part of my week. I look forward to this all the time, counting down the days till Wednesday. But we are here, we're feeling fresh, we're getting bright and fun today with a little bit of yellow, which is a weird color for me because it's really not often that I think to do a yellow manicure. I think I've maybe done like one. We did lemons last summer. I know we did lemons. But this, I don't know, I was feeling yellow today. So we're going yellow. So this is what we're doing today. A little yellow ombre action with the glitter. So the reason I really want to do yellow, I've been outside, I've been in the garden, you know, getting the flowers in, hoping all the bees will come visit me, and I was going through colors today. I was already thinking yellow, and then I knew that I had this most beautiful yellow dip powder glitter from West Coast Dips that was a yellow, and when I looked at the name was bees. So like, it had to happen. It absolutely had to happen. So this is where we're at today. I'm very excited. The only thing that I don't love the only like perfect yellow shade I had for what I had in mind is one of my dip powders from Beetles, which I used these in my review like 2 years ago. They're okay. They're okay, but I mean, they are affordable for a reason, these ones. So the color's a little patchy, but overall it was still really easy to work with. I feel like the color could have been a little bit more like a little less patchy in spots. I don't know if you guys can really see with the color, but anyway, that's where we're at. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Hello, Kayla. Hello, Kristen. So good to see you guys. Perfect. All right, so we are going to get started. So like I said, we are doing this color from Beetles. I do have everything that I'm using today linked in the description of this live stream, so you can find everything there. So yeah, we're going to be using the yellow dip powder from Beetles. This was from a spring collection a couple years ago, so I'm not entirely sure that this collection is still available. However, Honey by Rebel Nail is like, it looks very close. I have not seen Honey in person, so I can't like 100% compare, but it looks close. So that's another option as well. And then for the backing color, I am going to be using Mellow by Rebel Nail, which is a very, very pale yellow. I don't like this color on its own. I find it looks a little icky, but it is the perfect accent color for so many of my manicures. Anything with like a yellow, orangey tone, Mellow is perfect. So I have that backing the glitter. So you can see that there. And then of course Bees. It was so perfect. I saw the name and it had to happen. So this is, I'll show you guys this. I'll show you the name. And this is available on the West Coast Dips website. So like, check this out. It's so fun. It's so fun. So that's where we're at today. Hello, Courtney. It's good to see you. Also, I hope you guys all had a wonderful Mother's Day. Those of you who were celebrating. Courtney, I saw your post. It was so cute seeing you with your kids. So that was awesome. All right. And then for dip liquids tonight, I haven't used them in a while, so I thought I would pull out Sparkle & Co., which is one of my favorite dip liquids. These are one of my slow drying ones, which I usually prefer for ombre looks. So that is what we're going to be using today. And again, like I said, everything is linked down in the description for you to use. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first step is going to be to just dip all the nails. I'm not going to be dipping these fingers like fully because of the glitter on them. Everything else is going to be normal. So we'll apply the colors, then we'll buff, get everything smooth, and then we'll apply the glitter. I like to apply glitter to a smooth surface. I find it just makes for less headaches, which is like always a win in my books, 100% of the time. So let's get into it, friends. Oh my gosh, Courtney, I'm like so stressed. Okay, so I have also bad news and good news about the live stream. Unfortunately, because I'm not a big time influencer with some kind of management team behind me, I am not able to stream on YouTube and TikTok because TikTok requires you to have this like special number in order to connect it, and you can only get one if you are like managed by like an influencer management team or something fancy like that, which is not me. I'm just little Kayla here, just trying to do my nails on the internet and hang out with my nail friends. So unfortunately that is not an option. However, I did just find out that I can put a chat overlay on the screen so you guys can kind of watch the chat as it's going. I just have to figure out how to do that. I was a couple minutes late today because I was like this close to figuring it out. So I'm hoping by next week I can get that sorted. So I'm hoping that once we get the chat kind of sorted on the screen, that will make life a little bit easier. So that is the update on the tech stuff. I appreciate everybody's patience with me as our camera goes out again. Are we joking? Okay, there we go. Hello, Jana. It's good to see you. All right, friends, let's get into it again. This is the look we are doing today. We are all bright, fun, and yellow. I'm loving it. Let's go. Courtney, I am so stressed knowing I'm on a 60-inch TV right now. I didn't pluck my eyebrows today, so hopefully my Dutch heritage and my big bushy eyebrows is not showing aggressively on your TV screen. Courtney, I can technically do lives on TikTok. I just can't stream on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. So that's what makes it tricky. So I'm just trying to like sort out the flow. I think if I can get the chat situation sorted out on YouTube, we'll be better over here. So Courtney, you were too kind. You were too kind. All right, friends, let's get into it. So like I said, we're going to start by dipping our nails normally. So starting that brush in the middle of the nail, pushing back up to that cuticle area, pulling forward, swooping the sides, getting that first full dip in, which is always our first dip, and then we get into doing the layers where we build up that apex. So we will quickly move along here. I did, however, fix whatever delay was happening. So there's still a little bit of a delay between my live stream and your chat, but it is way less, which is like, I think, a win for me today. So once I get that chat thing sorted out, we'll be laughing. All right. Da 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 da. I never think to wear yellow. I don't know what came over me. I was feeling yellow and the colors they were just perfect. And honestly, this Beetles dip powder, it's not the worst. It's not the best. It's not the worst. Oh, I need mellow for those ones. I do not want to dip the wrong color. We've done that before. Not doing that again. Okay. Also, because I'm on top of things right now, I do have the next couple weeks of live streams already scheduled here on YouTube, so you guys can go and set up notifications for those on my live stream area. Again, everything is linked down in the caption, and also in the caption, if you're not already signed up for email alerts, you can sign up there as well. So I was all over a few things today getting it all set up. I just didn't quite finish the chat situation, but that's a problem for next week now. One thing at a time. All right. Da da da. There we go. You know, Mellow doesn't look the most beautiful on by itself, but she really is an easy color to work with. And like I said, excellent accent color. She's good to have in your collection just to have as kind of like a, oh, you need an accent color or like a base color for a glitter. She is great that way. Jana, we are so twinning. Okay, Jana, I will tell you, I was like this close to doing coral nails today. I had the colors out. I was doing up some swatches because I was thinking of doing the coral ombre, like a recreation of that look I was telling you guys about last week. And then yellow just got the best of me. I couldn't, you know how sometimes you just feel like a color? I don't know how to explain it, but you feel like you need that color on your nails. That was yellow for me today, and I couldn't get away from it. So I hope you understand, Jenna. But I am glad that we are twinning nonetheless. That is fun. All right, so once those are dry, we're going to grab our trusty toothbrush and we're going to brush off all that excess powder. Just to make sure that everything is nice and clean so we don't contaminate our base coat, so that we don't get a lumpy application, all those things. I mean, it was beautiful though, Jana. Nemo orange. I love that. Someone does need to name a color Nemo orange. For those of you who are new here, also, by the way, we are doing the TikTok application method to build up our apex, which is why on this second layer I am only painting half the nail. So we're going to do that on each finger. Ooh, we are getting a little lumpy situation on that thumb. Gotta be better next time. That's the only thing about the Sparkle & Co. liquids is they can sometimes want to apply a little bit thicker, so you do have to be really careful about liquid control on your brush with these ones. But I do like them. I do really like them, and the reason is because they're great for when you're doing ombres because they're a little more slow drying. So, oh my gosh, it literally is called Finding Nemo. That's amazing. That's perfect. That was one of my all-time favorite, like, kids movies. I mean, I was older when it came out, but it is just the cutest, one of the cutest movies of all time, for sure. Also, I'm not going to be dipping this finger anymore. Whenever I do a glitter, I usually just do a base color. I do glitter, and then I encapsulate, because I don't like my nails to be too thick with the glitter. So if you're wondering why I'm skipping that one, that is why. All right. Ba 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 ba. Perfect. We are getting there. This is a pretty easy peasy manicure, though I will say the ombre on my other finger, it took some doing. This color didn't want to ombre very well. So for those of you who have glitter ombre trauma, I apologize. This color would be very triggering because it was just sending me today. I had to like rebuff it a couple times just to like get it to an ombre level, you know? Anyways, we got there. I'm sure we'll sort it out here in a second, but anyway. That's my story today. Okay, we're on dip number 3. This time we're going to go 3/4 of the way up the nail. Again, we're trying to build up that apex to add a little strength to our manicure. Like so, going 3/4 of the way up the nail, pulling down, painting that bottom 3/4. I got a little lump in here from our application. So, not to fret. We can buff just about anything we want out if we put our mind to it. So I am not worried about that at this point. Thank you, Heather. That must be like my leftover Florida tan from when we were away, or the color I'm wearing right now, but I appreciate that. I've been out in the garden pretty much every day. We're like not quite at our last frost date as of yet, because I do live in a little bit more of a northern zone. However, it's looking like it's going to be warm. So I did some risky business and I put some of my veg in the ground. So for those of you who are gardeners and know what that stress is like, that's where Kayla's at on the gardening front. So all right. Now, because I'm doing a glitter ombre on this nail, I do like to go up to the 3/4 and then I like to stop from there and then we'll just glitter ombre. The reason is because I just don't like too much bulk on those ombres. So I just do 3/4 of the way up. And then that is that for our mellow fingers. Da-da-da, like so. Okay. Brush off all that excess. This is a lumpy mess over here, but that's fine. It's fine. We can fix anything. Super dippers. Super dippers with a nice curve file cannot be stopped. We can fix any lumps. All right. For dip number 4, we are doing the entire nail. So we're going to start that brush in the middle of the nail. We're going to push back up to that cuticle area. We're going to pull forward, and then we're going to swoopy doopy the slides like so. Got a little chip in my nail, so I'm trying to like fill that in on the side and see if I can cheat that a little bit. Ooh, more lumps. That's so fun. That's so fun for me. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. There we go. We are yellow. We are all kinds of yellow today. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Just feels so bright and cheery. It's the exact color we all needed in our lives, I think. All right. And dip her in. Give the old cuticle swoop. There we go. Also, I really need to keep my nails shorter right now too, because being outside, moving things around, it's just like, it's risky business having long nails this time of year. So I'm trying to rock them a little bit shorter right now, just for safety's sake more than anything else. Because there's nothing worse than being outside, moving stuff around, and then getting your nail caught. So, you know, trying to make sure I don't rip an entire nail off. So keeping them short seems like the safest option. Boom. That's it, friends. Our dippity doodahs are done, and we are going to be glittering here in just a moment. I'm just going to put on my activator. We're going to buff everything smooth so we can apply that glitter to a nice smooth surface. That for me is the trick to getting like easy glitter application. So ooh, Heather, yeah, I can see where you definitely need to have short nails for that job for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I just think like when you're outside a lot in the summertime and you get so much dirt under your nails, it's like, you know, it's just nice to kind of keep them a little bit shorter. For me anyways. I'm sure depending on what you get up to in the summertime, it might differ for everybody, but definitely am feeling a short nail summer. Can we tag that? Can that be our thing? All right, so we're gonna apply our activator. And for those of you new to dipping, this is the reason we do not need a UV light, because our activator liquid here is going to cure everything. Like so. Got a lot of weird lumpy messes over here. All right, so I'm gonna let that cure for just a moment. Da, 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 da. And then we're gonna get our curve file. I'm not gonna cheat with the E file today. We're gonna do it full manual with a curve file. So if you do not have an E file, it's totally okay. You can just use a curve file like this bad boy here. The reason I like a curve file is because it doesn't tear up the skin around the nails, which is much appreciated. You know, there's nothing cute about having like red, torn up, swollen cuticles with nice nails. It's just not the look we really want. So curve files is where it's at. So I'm gonna take my curve file and I'm just gonna go around, try to give you guys a little of a view. So I'm going like this just to blend into the natural nail. Like so, and you can see how, hopefully you can see how weird and bumpy this is. It's not a great application. I got a little crazy there. So we're just gonna go and buff this out, and it's gonna look great. It's gonna look so great when we're done. That's positive manifestation if I've ever heard it. All right, already looking a million times better. Never doubt what you can buff, my friends. Kind of a weird little spot there. Okay, and then I had that weird little divot. So now I've done most of my shaping prior to dipping my nails. All I'm doing at this point is just going around to sharpen up the edges like so. Perfect. And then we're just going to continue that on each finger. Jana says, before I did the scrub, I activated and filed and even washed, and when I went to put on the clear dip, I solidified my base brush. Is that activator being too strong? Wow. I have not had it happen, especially after washing. That's so strange. Which liquids are you using, Jana? I'm just curious. Is there any chance that it was, it got a bunch of powder on it prior? New Genesis. I've never used their stuff, so I'm not familiar with those liquids, but that does seem very odd. Because that should be more than enough time for the activator to have dried. And also, in theory, if you wash your hands and filed, there really shouldn't be any less left. So that seems very odd. I'm not really sure what happened there. I would reach out to the brand and ask them, because that seems strange. Super disheartening, though. It must have caught you off guard, because I would never expect it to do that. So I feel like if that happened to me, I'd be like, what the heck is going on? Why do you hate me? Yeah, Gina, that's weird. I've never had that happen at all. That is so strange. I'm sorry that happened. That's so frustrating. So frustrating when things do not work the way that we want. And also annoying when you gotta do all that extra buffing too to fix it. Ugh. I feel like this nail's got some funky things going on, friends. So just one moment while I get my up close here to kind of straighten her out. Perfect. All right, we're gonna do our quick little, up close, check our shape from all angles, making sure everything is looking fine. I'm digging this yellow. My husband's gonna love it. It's his favorite color, fun fact. Okay, so now that I have done all of my main buffing, shaping, all that, I'm just gonna grab my little orange buffer block and just smooth everything out, and then that's going to finish everything off for the yellow. And then we're going to get into the glitter, and this is where things could get interesting, because like I said, this glitter did not want to ombre very well. It took a couple tries, so we're going to do our best. We're going to hope for the best and see what happens. It's got some extra I'm so picky. Like, I see the smallest thing and I'm like, I have to fix it. I can just be walking around looking like that. Okay, we're done. Okay, so now, just gonna do a very light, get the dust out of here, because we are going to add our beautiful yellow glitter called Bees on now. So this is the glitter. Like I said, guys, everything is shared in the caption of this live stream, and this is this gorgeous glitter from West Coast Dips. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like, it's just so fresh, so fun, so spring-like. Anywho, okay, we're gonna start easy. So I'm just gonna do a full dip on my ring finger. So I'm gonna grab my base coat again, and we are going to start the brush in the middle of the nail, push all the way back up to that cuticle line area, pull forward. We're gonna swoop the sides, making sure that we get nice, even coverage so that we get a full glitter dip. And instead of dipping into the powder, we're just gonna lay our finger flat like so. And we'll just pat her down to make sure that there's no sticky uppers anywhere. Grab our toothpick and we are going to trace that cuticle line area like so. Done. Okay. Now for the fun part. Here's hoping this goes okay. Okay, so got my fluffy brush. I like to use a brush that is fluffy but not too fluffy. This one is linked in the description below, which is the Eco Tools. You can also get these at Walmart. They're super cheap. Anyways, I like to use my ombre with this one. So I'm going to apply the thinnest of layers to the top portion of my nail. And I'm not painting all the way down. I'm just kind of like flicking it at the bottom. Then I'm going to hold my nail at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to dip and I'm going to tap the brush. Like so. Okay. So that doesn't look terrible. I'm going to trace anything I feel should not be there. And then I'm going to do a slightly thicker second layer at the top there. So I'm just going to let that dry for a momento. Actually, we can grab our toothbrush and we can get off all the excess glitter here. That one is looking fab. Easy peasy. Okay, now we're going to lightly brush. Okay, so now I don't have it as thick up here as I would like. So this is my little ombre trick. And I do have this tutorial shared somewhere on my YouTube channel. So we're gonna apply just in the top portion here. Like so. And I'm just pressing down. Okay. And then okay, that should be good. That's looking better. So now, it's hard to see. Okay. So I would like to place some of these larger pieces manually, which is my typical trick for getting on chunkier glitters. This isn't like a super chunky glitter. I think that's kind of why it's like a big pain in my butt right now. Anywho, I would like to just kind of place these larger chunks. So I'm going to add a little bit of base. Then I'm going to wet the end of my toothpick. And I'm going to grab some of these bigger pieces if they want to lift for me, which of course they do not. Of course you don't. Why would you want to work for me? Come on. It's going to be too late. It's going to be so dry. 1 second, friends. We need more water. I told you this was going to be an ordeal, and we lost my face. It's a whole thing over here. Good grief. Okay, we're coming back. We're coming back. There's my face. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Typical Kayla shenanigans. All right, so let's get that out of there. Okay, so we're going to do the cheater's method. Like I said, we're going to do this. We're going to add just a little light dusting there. I'm going to wet the end of my toothpick. I'm going to grab these little pieces and I'm going to place them on. Oh my gosh, they're so hard to see with this light. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see that. I know the lighting makes that kind of weird, but yeah, basically I just went on and manually added those little pieces to make them stick on a little better, because sometimes the chunkier pieces just, you know, they don't want to do what we want them to do, which is kind of typical. Come on. Go for a ride with me. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come on. Get on there. Oh, perfect. Okay. I'm not messing with it anymore. We're done. We're done here. Moving along. Why are ombres more stressful than they need to be? Okay. All right. There we go. So that should be dry. Now I'm going to take my clear dip powder. We're going to encapsulate this glitter. We're at the easy part now. Come on, camera. Don't do this to me. There we go. All right, so we're going to take our base color. We are going to apply a very thin layer just to encapsulate everything before we finish off this springy yellow mani. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Perfecto. Okay, we'll let that dry for just a moment, and then we'll activate. We'll give these layers a quick little buff. Then we're going to activate, then we're going to top coat, and then we are done. Done and done. Alright, so we're going to close up our base liquid because I do not want that to spill. Add a generous layer of our activator here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And once that cures, we'll give everything a nice little buff. And then that'll be all of our yellowy spring nails. We're getting there, friends. We're getting there. Okay, so let's just shape this up because we got some crazies happening on the side there. What's going on? I don't think that was cured properly. It looks like it's peeling. Oh, good. Just when we thought we were done. No, we're good. We're good, friends. Whew. Whew. I thought that was going to be bad. I thought it was going to be real bad. I know, we're so fast today, Jana. I'm pleased with this. Okay. We're looking real good over here. Okay, I don't know if this side's gonna mess with me anymore. Okay, I'm just gonna do my up close here, friends. Just to make sure we're in a good shape. Get it? Because we're shaping our nails. Okay, Kayla's on a tear today. Why won't this go straight? That's not what I want you to do. I want you to look normal. Okay. I think that's good. Okay. KKK. I think we're good, friends. I think we are good. I think we've nailed it. With your love and encouragement, we've made it here. Okay. Would like to see. Now we're going to give everything a quick little dust off to make sure we get a nice clean finish. Look at that. Look at that. I think we did good today, my friends. I'm so pleased. We're looking great. I can live with that. As I go and fix the most minor of things again. Okay, I forgot to bring a paper towel. So let me just dry my hands off on my dress 1 second. There we go. Okay. Let's top coat. Okay, so we're going to apply our activator. Like so. Oh my god, that ombre. Ah, I love it. It worked. It worked. That wasn't nearly as bad. I think because I was mentally prepared for that glitter to not ombre very well. So I came locked and loaded, ready to deal with it, and I think it went okay. So this is great. Okay, so now that we applied our activator, we're gonna go in with our top coat. Now the key to not contaminating your top coat is to not apply it too quickly. The other thing is I like to do 2 to 3 very quick strokes for that first layer just to limit the contact time that the brush has with the nail. So that way we hopefully don't contaminate. Come on, camera, this is not the time for this. There we go. All right, so let's do those 3 quick strokes for our first layer. And then we are going to go in with our second layer right away, this time it being a lot more precise. So we're going to do that pushback technique, swooping the sides. The other thing you absolutely want to make sure that you do on this one is cap the edges by running that brush right along the free edge like that. That is going to help prevent chips so that we don't ruin this gorgeous spring manicure that we just worked very hard on. Went through all that stress. I'm just kidding. This actually really was not a very stressful manicure other than that little ombre situation on my other hand, but that's old news. That was past Kayla's problem. Just like that, we are done. We did it. I can breathe. Life is good. Hands need a little bit of a wash. We absolutely need some cuticle oil on these bad boys, but all in all, I love this. I never really thought I'd be a yellow nail kind of person when I started my dip nail journey, but here we are, rocking yellow nails, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, I already have our live streams for next week and the week after already scheduled here on YouTube. So if you go over to my channel and click on the live tab, you'll be able to see those. You can turn on notifications. If you have not yet signed up for email alerts to know when I go live, I've shared a link in the caption of this video for you so that you can sign up very easily to get those. I've also shared links to all the products that I use today in the caption as well. So, we're getting there. I'm getting my life together. Hopefully we start posting videos soon. I keep saying that. My garden is distracting me, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, which I feel like can be. So, anywho, that's it. That's all, my friends. Thank you, Jana. Thanks, Courtney. This was lightning fast. It's like the yellow just like got me all amped up, you know? Usually an ombre does not go that well, but we're killing it today. Killing it. Anywho, my friends, I hope that everybody has a great evening. I hope the rest of your week is good. I know here in Canada, we have our May 2-4 weekend coming up. So to all of my Canadian friends, I hope you have a wonderful long weekend. To my American friends, I think you guys have a long weekend equivalent this weekend or next weekend. I can't remember. Anywho, in any case, no matter how long your weekend is this weekend, I hope it is wonderful and full of fun and laughs and good times. And I will see everybody here next Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, here on YouTube. You can check the links on my channel for the next live streams and set your notifications up. That's it. That's all, my friends. Thank you guys for joining me. Courtney, I just still am not over the fact that you put me on a large television. I feel like it's weird how that makes you so shy. Like, I was just like the whole time I was like, man. Anywho, you guys are fun. Thank you guys very much, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see everybody very, very soon. Thanks, Courtney. Bye, friends.